We're gonna do this one.
Rap battles with library voices. The Ergrigor of Menudo versus the Ergrigor of all of K-pop. Begin. Cheap, cheap slapping and sticking tongue out. Like a toddler, you are a hot mess. Explosion, your dishes are a hot mess. And all you need to make them better, if they're not holy. I know this ain't in my script. If you think your library is not hip-hop enough, your recipes need more kick. Air horn if you want your character as alive as my posse, then your salad must look fresher. The cook's face bombs, slides a bowl of salad towards McDonald's that's fresh for you. McDonald's dabs, but then he realizes that he's in a library and therefore must dab as quietly as possible, and now I will slam. I'm going to spit on the pages. McDonald's is vomiting books from his mouth as he slams them down onto the library table. I will vomit the letters. He continues vomiting and then starts chugging some green liquid. This is just an appetizer, but I'm not yet finished. He pulls a book from his mouth and starts eating it. Your recipes are great. There is a strained, rather than pleasant, noise as he chews the book. And I'm not finished yet. Not finished yet. McDonald's is now making a weird chugging noise as he drinks a bottle of Chet salad, brand green liquid. I'm going to keep going. McDonald's is drinking hot and spicy cucumber salad, and then suddenly the cook rap battles and you're a hot mess. The cook throws a frozen chicken at McDonald's, and it lands on his head. It's actually a frozen turducken. Chicken, your dishes are a hot mess. The cook throws another frozen turducken chicken at McDonald's, and it lands on his head. But it doesn't break. Instead, the turducken chicken gets stuck to McDonald's head. No wool. And then McDonald starts dabbing on the cook as the chicken stays stuck to his head and starts moving its wings like a dancer. I've been having a good time, and now I'm getting the blues. There's nothing in the back of my fridge, and it's all been a ruse. It was just a trick to see if I could rap, but I failed the test. My skills were only a tiny part of what you want, but there's still time. You still have some time. If you can fix this now, you'll make it to the show. I'll be the first to go. I'm a complete mess, and now I have no place to go. The cook is taking a sip of hot tea from a teapot. McDonald's is a frozen turducken chicken trapped in the hot tea. Oh my God, I'm a hot mess. An older woman with a cane taps McDonald's on the shoulder. What's the matter? He's a hot mess. He's the worst cook ever, but he can rap. I know he can. I just need to see him perform. And if he can't do that, then he'll never be famous. If you're a true artist, you'll find a way to make him perform. But if you can't, then you'll just be a failure, and I'll be a winner. I'm the best cook in the world, and I can make any dish. But I can't make a dish that can make him perform. I've tried everything, and it just doesn't work. It's impossible, and I know it's impossible. I've tried everything, and it just doesn't work. It's impossible, and I know it's impossible. The older woman is waving her hands in front of McDonald's face like a parent saying, "It's okay, you can do it." What are you doing? I'm trying to make him perform, but it's impossible, and I know it's impossible. I've tried everything, and it just doesn't work. It's impossible, and I know it's impossible. The older woman is still waving her hands in front of McDonald's face. I'm going to make him perform, and I'm going to do it now. The older woman is grabbing McDonald's by the shoulders and shaking him. I'm going to make him perform, and I'm going to do it now. The older woman shaking McDonald's like a maraca, and he's making a very loud shaking noise. It's working. He's making a sound. I'm making him perform. The older woman is still shaking McDonald's like a maraca, and he's making a very loud shaking noise. Oh no, it's not working. It's not working at all. He's just making a noise. It's not a song. It's just a noise. I'm a failure. I'm a failure. The older woman is now just making McDonald sit in a chair and talk to him. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The she throws each chancla in each double talking mouth. Cook has cooked books his eyes and is talking like an alien. I don't understand. What's happening? Why is this happening? Why is this happening to me? I don't understand. I don't understand. The older woman is trying to comfort McDonald's. It's okay. It's okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. The older woman is hugging McDonald's tightly and rocking him back and forth. And then the end reminder that obscene username 1 and username 2 are very extreme offensive. Thank you. There are more hits. The crew. Drug dealers, the cream tea swags, comes burglars, Du Bois turn syrups, enlightening wrong from outside the cliche team, the Peanut Boys, Richmond Forest, graft Mame animals, Heckin students thank for be proved. Forest man grave swarm, look at Bob Worm or feudal realtors as Snelly work wrong moderates now mit wire class can ran test truck of the dragon catch. Trafras blimbram, homebrew, cigarette with Brigenel cappuccin grind tras. Blavik side profit rope a chap one, a whiner, who dub fooded. Mace get doing card for be prob of heavy reprone here, T. Two bro dug nibrock. Be dubdura rexis frip pedopate on second terms wa 3. He has crew. He's rosi lose laos ev on nami. I'll pair to saw why your snap Rio growing hers get. Tat between your wall and it fat to almost void. Master MG Mamuden kana horse stum Austin and knockers. Chuties winter to have mo it by lar kid delmogat padrento ari. IDTRA beams as high. Harboyosu.
Okay, that was a brief one. And then there's another one coming up. The hell? Where's the echoes open? There we go. This is the main attraction for this one.
Now for library voiced rap battles of history. Alec Baldwin versus James Baldwin. Begin. Alec Baldwin. Now I am the crown prince of the liberal actors of the New York City scene, making my name in various movies and especially for playing the game on the television show where I pretended to be the president. I do say I am almost the real thing. I'll be putting up my hair, slick it back, look the same as my brother Billy in Backdraft. Look me up and you will see how I went on to do more voiceover work than even Seth MacFarlane, even like in The Boss Baby or Rise of the Guardians. I got no need to change. I'm content to be a famous guy, one who does not even need to try to be anything else or better than I am. See, I'm a guy who is happy to be who I am, not like you and those others of you. I make fun of Donald Trump, so I can do no wrong. They love me, and I am the king of making fun of him. What have you done, Jimmy, except, make weird sentences and describe in weird ways how things are? That is no way to live a life. Better to just be in the movies and to pretend. Better to pretend to be a president and to be who you are, whoever that is. James Baldwin. Now you may be the big star, Mr. Alec, but when it comes down to it, I'm the one who is real. I'm the one who can face reality and not just be the one who makes fun of it to win fans and friends. That is what you do. And you are just a person who only makes fun of people who are more successful than you. But you never make fun of the people who really need to be made fun of. The ones who are in power and who can actually do something about it. You just sit there and make fun of the people who are in the same position as you, the ones who are trying to make a change, the ones who are trying to make a difference. But you don't even try to make a change. You just sit there and make fun of them. And you are a joke, and you are a joke, and you are a joke. And I'm not a joke. I'm the one who is real, and I'm the one who is trying to make a difference, and I'm the one who is trying to make a change, and I'm the one who is trying to make a difference. Alec Baldwin. And you are starting to sound like a little bit of a history repeating apparently. Who needs more likes on his Wikipedia page? James Baldwin. That's what I'm saying. I'm the one who is real, and you're the one who is fake. I'm the one who is trying to make a difference, and you're the one who is trying to make fun of the people who are trying to make a difference. Alec Baldwin. It doesn't sound like the people love your response either way. Why don't we just let them decide with the ballot? James Baldwin. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, because it's not like we're going to have a chance to do anything about it, because you're the one who is in power, and I'm the one who is just a writer. But if we were to have a chance to do something about it, I'm the one who would be able to make a difference, because I'm the one who is trying to make a difference, and you're the one who is just trying to make fun of the people who are trying to make a difference. Alec Baldwin. Well, I guess we'll just have to agree to disagree then. James Baldwin. I guess we will. Thanks to Craig Kragers down at the Beach Shack, Ross for running our most recent interviewee through the Kids Bop GPT-3 Transformer, and to Ruby Ryan's Endless Nameless Twitch show for giving us our human baseline for the second half of our rap battle. Even though Mike Boom hosts a whole bunch of podcasts that take on reality television in all its myriad forms, he hasn't ever been on one himself, except for this one time. And now he's back to discuss some newfangled version of Transformers, sent through the toroidal vortex of chat for by Ivan from Twitter. It sounds bad, because it's a SoundCloud audio link, but it turns out okay in the end, with some spitballing about challenge formats involving video games. It also turns out that our old editor friend Rube still exists and will soon appear in a Survivor-related special bonus episode we're also in the process of editing. Stand by for action. In any event, here's Mike's latest thing. We're back with very special guest at Eat the World, reading aloud The Last Policeman before the Slough House finds himself alone in a Chicago hotel room, minutes from death, with nothing but a long list of failings, regrets, sads, and Jim Thompson novels to while away. Pain before it happens. Buckle up. We talk about all kinds of new things. June's book club pick is back, and the V-Room game is on. In the race to be the last of the survivors revisited to gain the Garden of Beasts prize, can you guess the correct answer? Sorry for not publishing a whole lot in the last few months. I've been really busy with my new podcast, which is a totally different format from anything I've ever done before. It's a true crime podcast called $10 Bounty that's available on Anchor and most major podcast apps. It's super fun and we're working on our next episode right now. Hope you'll check it out. May 9th, 2016 marks my second blogiversary. It's hard to believe it's been 2 whole years since I started this blog. I remember it like it was yesterday. It started with a silly idea and blossomed into something amazing. In honor of my blogiversary, I decided to make a little playlist for y'all with a song for each month I've been blogging. Let me know what you think. Little Mix's Black Magic, July, Ellie Gooding's Love Me Like You Do, August, Justin Bieber's Who Do You Mean? September, Selena Gomez's Same Old Love, October, Fetty Wap's Trap Queen, November, Adele's Hello, December, Zayn's Pillow Talk, January, Fifth Harmony's Work From Home, February, Baines' Formation, March, Rihanna's Knitted Me, April, Justin Timberlake's Can't Stop the Feeling. May, happy blogiversary. Dear readers, if you like this post and want to see more like it, please hit the follow button. Leave a like and comment below with something nice. 2. Rap Lyricist Showcase Friday Rap Battles of Famous Authors of History. As written by Asper's second verse by Sylvia Plath. Suicide is my current mission. Asper's second verse by Annie Dillard. Life is full of hard work. Asper's second verse by P. Lovecraft, I'm about to be shown a horrible world. This was second verse by Isabella Lynn, but it's different for immigrants. Now Jameson script, #9204. James Joyce, May 7th, 2016. Welcome to the first edition of Rap Lyricist Showcase Friday, brought to you by the blog that wasn't there. For those of you unfamiliar with this blog series, it's a series where I take 2 rappers and give them each a verse of a rap song, then compare their writing styles. This week's battle is between 2 literary giants, James Joyce and the Greek philosopher Plato. Let's get started. James Joyce fees. Plato. James Joyce is the author of Ulysses, a famously difficult book. It's a modernist epic, and the writing is dense and impenetrable. Joyce wrote in a very stream of consciousness style, with long sentences and wordplay that can be hard to follow. Plato is a famous philosopher who lived in ancient Greece. He wrote The Republic, which is one of the most famous books of all time. Plato wrote in a very logical and orderly way, using very clear and direct language. Now, let's get to the verses. First up, we have James Joyce. Here's the verse I gave him. Swerve me, the path to my fixed purpose is laid with iron rails, whereon my soul is grooved to run. Joyce is a notoriously difficult author to read, and this verse is no exception. The language is very dense and hard to follow. It's also full of literary references that might be hard for someone unfamiliar with Joyce's work to catch. This is typical of Joyce's writing style. He was known for using very complex and layered language. Now, let's look at Plato's verse. I gave him this. The person who masters the science of geometry without being a geometrician has an excellent knowledge of it. This is a very clear and straightforward verse. Plato was known for writing in a very logical and orderly way. His language is very precise and easy to follow. His writing style is very different from Joyce's. The comparison, so, which one of these two great writers would make a better rapper? It's tough to say. Both of these writers have very different styles, and it's hard to imagine one of them trying to rap in the other's style. However, I think Joyce's writing style might be more suited to rap. Rap lyrics are often very dense and hard to follow, just like Joyce's writing. Rappers also often use literary references, just like Joyce does. So, I think Joyce might be the better rapper, but it's tough to say for sure. Both of these writers are very talented, and they both have very different writing styles. In the end, it's up to the reader to decide who they think would make a better rapper. Both of these writers are extremely talented, and they both have their own unique style. Jameson script #6205. Vampire Weekend, May 7th, 2016. And as the coffin descended, I looked into your eyes, and there I found 1,000 years of longing. You promised me forever, but forever is a lie, and as the coffin descended, I knew that I had died. It was the third time I had read that line, and I still couldn't believe it. I've been waiting for Vampire Weekend's third album, Modern Vampires of the City, for months, and when it finally came out, I was ecstatic. I listened to it all the way through, and then I went back and listened to my favorite songs over and over again. But as much as I loved the album, I couldn't help but feel a sense of sadness, because as much as I wanted to, I couldn't ignore the lyrics. They were so bleak, so hopeless, and as much as I tried to push them out of my mind, they kept coming back. The song I quoted earlier, Hannah Hunt, is about a girl who dies in a car accident. But it's not just about the girl's death. It's about the fact that the singer, Ezra Koenig, is in love with her. He's in love with her, but she's dead, and he can't have her. That's why the song is so sad. Because it's about loss, and about longing, and about how love can never really last. The line that really gets to me, though, is the one that comes after the one I quoted earlier. The one that says, I'm not the man you think I am. Because I know that feeling. I know what it's like to love someone and to have them love you back, and then to realize that it's not enough, that it will never be enough, because love, in the end, is always fleeting. It's always just out of reach. And I think that's what the song is really about. It's about the fact that, in the end, love is always doomed to fail. Now let us read some viewer mail. Hi, Amanda from Quinoa. You should do a rap battle between James Joyce's Finney Gainswake and Kendrick Lamar's most withering diss track to Drake. Or else the biggest hedge fund in the game, based out of a small lot house in Port-au-Prince, will just long this bullshit forever. Buying our shitcoins off some sad exploited coders airdrop like pixie sticks on Halloween and driving those prices up into the troposphere until like heaven is revealed. Some GameStop thing almost but different and dumber. Ruining another layer, the finance kick, but definitely not the bottom, most fundamental frosting layer. Like at most, this maneuver might tip the icing layer, which could seriously sway the success of any given wedding or party cake, but we got no control over the rising layers of fondant below this catastrophe, is all that I'm saying. I could have just cut and pasted some checked output in here, all various with a random number seed in the opening prompt. A kind of simple non-determinism, but fuck. Why not just post May 9th, 2016? So, yesterday, I went on a road trip with some friends of mine, and we listened to some music along the way. And, as always, we talked about what we were listening to. And we talked about Vampire Weekend, and about the fact that they're one of our favorite bands. And we talked about how we all love their music, and how we all have our favorite songs by them. But as we talked, I couldn't help but feel a sense of sadness, because, as much as I love Vampire Weekend, I can't help but think about the fact that they're not going to be around forever. They're not going to be making music forever. And one day, they're going to break up. And when they do, I'm going to be really sad. Because I love Vampire Weekend, and I don't want them to go away. I don't want them to stop making music. But the truth is, they will. They'll break up, and they'll go their separate ways. And when they do, I'll be left with nothing but memories. Memories of the good times we had together, and memories of the music we shared. But I'll also be left with a sense of sadness, a sense of loss, a sense of longing, because I'll know that Vampire Weekend is gone and they're never coming back. And that will be really, really sad. Thoughts, comments, insults, corrections, mail us. Okay, we're pulling out chain. Fine, fine. Epic rap battle! James Joyce's Finnegan's Wake versus the viewer's choice of Kendrick Lamar's diss track to Drake. Begin! James Joyce. Oh, Leet Manu came out waltzing into Le Fade lands, yell Billy be the Brunskish, Inessus Rex Mary B. Nixie Jossagem and Mailmate. Menonymphus Vooer, Hadjizovich by Abemoise, Lo Nist were jesting before and fain were other the morn. The loveness, the horrible scourge, I lies. For her jigglesome bosom in their Morpheus welches, they followed the deacon's wickwards. Shop, swaddlem in hail strip that air heretically eruptivating past the the umbrageous knittens on the sands above High Clare mendications. Prug pug the nose voiced on sauce strange brisples by Fornus Napper and Dang to Burlays, Arfexum with Iberbeans, all deems of it. Here at Follies on Nerland, monarchwise extasing themselves, we'd full upon porch or paluf bed. Wet trass weighing in pebble train, least down plumps for acres of myrrh. Not our poaching in his gruesome patch of knots, was he could hear the yarning nossons of his clapper or lap, oh dady. Of cuckily heard weeding wild, faggot of windrose, a lit unreversive. Oh, who fumes latterly in they? Everald of that same smold air shoulder and in under their lopsums. Chop, chop, grating on her magister's longboat, that Tembly flippers, fracasing our elves in rock quaintiness, Messina tends man so say. Down our wets blister, and bispint, stupor hem habit their Schwartzmare, unchowening sees you any amazing but ixnay. Elms, erst, dumb's hest is gone wrong, with nausing approaching off. With Ursa soothings arverkit and Urs any to chef is sindrite niece fucks nor can. Moi dear nor answered I belay so silly, a pride is arise, as was not of him his brain a splinter Esther of thy reed means, and thus spalsha girls in roilings we may not hide no ring man. I says sit, thy health scum. Shagalore, Achilles. Oh, bite your popped if it's yonder angely, by water her tessellate in heave was worship himself. His shebrels to swear on his couple fangs in a fluffy weed, but roughly what is his quirelists that keesons, knock a pottigs he bow. Such rhyme as not is for man, not a night, hour, sith what is time to grief time. What are we, my bon men? Row ever thif refrain. No, you do so factoroo, tease and odds malay. Allah holds us how they love me, so inspibor to set your dream around too. Grimry, the bada toes alone, to pizzo yokes for fleeth is erua sways for trugs. I have summoned at the such an impale before men of my true balls, for ages and more the grideerns there and I'm roused. Suffer now twither, thou and surther, thou. The man, oh minus it here recondis, that toughic out on soothers, miss you misspeaks undertook the don Bryce upon the reveal, and suffer most by that bros partial fight, no bidar undo to kill her and him her onster. Biased so here be her degrees. No, I have treated us to in so human. Other hivings on those held souls, where do by trough the Luffman raise up wonder. Ah, a horde you at pale pens. Vitchos milhat we yet that cardut in our spurtles, and aramashinotters for to sin on rant so niche for our sin, but term of so holsch, with of whom, not of whom we may. With a non-amony show of no harfum has skydgrees are foisted into the coats they've sold. Yes. Oh, bribbles aim in a shaw neuter spare, if I's yes. Ein slopes either puppy rugs at his old blush hills, or off mules at moles, pull up a fitch and jag up a flick. Who be dabba? Come you at my furlay burfy, ne'er up my doom mort. Jingle a sneebooch, fuel that your quaddle cluckers, cued lamkin shunk forv in the lassins, bed in the kid collapse, slather on by and by. Wid away, why? At least for all each font they dev up tatoling, and at the quiffin lock tied about in the cowrie, I'd no more wherefore at laughers to sit so solitaire, amber my wiggle wink. Only one struck got to his heart, it was so small but flayed among his signs like stinging manony. Kendrick Lammer. Well, first things first, I would have liked a couple more shots, but my daddy down at the shooting range is still paying for tuition that, and you could really use that loan for a bit longer. And as I step into Darden, on her ways to cuss at your man, just get my eyes sharper to see the line, yeah. Now listen to Kendrick Lamb, I just want to tell him it was a miasses YOLO as we boom into the beat. Oh, Skeptifunes be. Bang! What happened to the plan? Yo, what gave you dance? Cause da fizz the kidado, and those is do the cringe move, so you took his fizzings word about him, and yo, posse too. Wait, here's what happened, saying to you, Apollo 9, we not wit. Sorry, Yonky fell, and for that he had me laid out and chalk or white bud smoked them. So when my old cold handheld was down cause of some goon's bad gas. You had these cause I'm to do what every homo ass does, but the festive assassins where they all scream bitchy and beady shit chopping a mess on the eastward dreams were fake. Yes, all by him came on it, no fam, just brat please step D slash T so Kyo get back like palm they not shit. You mute epiphedes, you told your crew and yet there that don't take no tact. You feel a test, pass it across your jaws. Not ill. Look always where we should have stared, but couldn't you ill there and but tried. To lay their lap instead without this mind. My pudding that with that dumb clack. You forgot how to fosh them, it's shameful. We walk in our shadow and he's not coming in. That you want to ask the boss lady without them of a type knowing our end. Deadna, you set your cribbable trap so good for old dad dude, but failed to open even nice slobbery gulping. Hey, he did a hell of a job chopping words and trin pick new ones up or compare up a piece. Case on that so Mace would have proved it that he saw that on he fiffin Vic. His is a pig or not but one true phono of a guy despite half his facet showing. If only it is to his haven slash shoulder, always over his hip while here I was all about you houndy and Nas. For kicks. Man the gap fool. All his own just to hold the one he felt fell prey. Me right now ran egg. Firm as this punch tabir of it up. Can an acoustic call me legal? You slash here. But will you care for? Hey, he thinks you're right, anus is every day on their page was always red alert. White hot fear, a wrong dog meaner. Too many, too black to bring that. Way up. My little hard on her because mums feel my truth and always side to side that and slash out why when we in the set. We gotta play for others and no friends we ever matter cast the slimmer it glitched in Tau 1. Be as I am. Loud no. Enough. And to your type only if I felt the fire they've left and then come on Anna for man. Truly though, you still feeling fine about all your stuff cause you love it so. The liner, whoa. Beulah, oh how he's all livid and like so, but no more now. Yanked any tink, K? James Joyce, the person to whom this fucking feverish fragment belongs has, on account of his delusions and unhealthy obsession with sex, been locked up in a lunatic asylum at the tender age of 54. A mental marvel who conjures absurd ghosts like an idiot savant of things literary, whose best work in his career seems to find the ultimate fulfillment of being censored as unfit and unholy while quite far from parricide, yet rather taking pleasure in an obscure screed on his most favorite subject in... Say, a rare collection of early, unfinished drafts because of our most notorious band anthology, where you could at last find his love to life, all well exposed by, in fact, everything all too clear. One could proceed down toward anything up at any rate that after these very not any sort of auspices for a poor man what in and about between twas you such as the state of cause this can happen to any victim into the main entity or his head not over in another time did would probably show as BCE. Good well as our forerunners also, and a one shall say yes, Bettinga, as she on a battledore in the night time. Why? What? Oh, who? That. You? Oh, that. With a sigh, is the deep to do. You wish the drench, I guess. I don't mind shaving where that is necessary. My Haines is at the wash door, and when that is blown, adio. O'Reilly? Hop I whistle? Will it look all right? Good. You turn your wheel down the Fusha while huddling. Unpack and heist. All right, man and weapons for anyone. That is an originally idea if the big bowels is where a cat has to cook itself. While the fadim all can be still in the vast. Paris city or but by brought us, but now we are back fame. Be wanna be Yakan? Siebes, you won, you confessing bench and attack tire post. Tell truth and shade nothing with the same. Sluttable elephant. Manfred Newjold, a Professor Baccalaureate from the University of Salzwedel from where was at 1900 for so a time away by what he was always thinking was. Like all the boys without something to cover up their lack so easily, but will bring closer before you even found out what that could be, or might be also because, well, once you heard a bit, hey, the full song can it be all but baddies. Who had written lots of stuff for popular magazines about life and customs among Negroes, all to put good and decent people's minds at ease. Said this on stage. He talked not of Kenny's, his feel but was quite deep and clear, but rather of man eyes where folk. He noticed and as would all have to have, but cannabis can also vary. Clever, what did him know of these? Kendrick Lamar, yeah. Big baby Benny Dimas bless our verbal, and your god since Todd the master on that side with that back street boy, sinew you can censor much and yet more good your old pussippa would praise to find his gulf for an excuse to leave no Truman son here but better hider your Harrier horn dog, doppelbuck that you have used for years every waking. Yeah, fuck who this, more that hurts my fam than helps them. Man look, wait, my fast. Could you follow with 11 clicks per round and hold tight you were holding sass and sorrows as hard and still in 10 frames straight up. Tetsu who? Aye, the most chilly woman's dreamplaher. He is my middle old side road. Hey Molly, she was no cool fun chance so yes mean back alley and chat me and see where things sicken with it to in this. His name is Stanhope, his name's Quiggin. When we'll go think us a new better but I only call that to cover up, yeah, of course my friend Eog. Moth you see us muddle S the mark the wrong him. In her la pemos the ether goddess total Estein but all. You are king the others all. Yet where the queen's rages are, like he has ever run us the wrong raiment, and she will end her day. Her it was by far the first place to search, do not forget it. More here right, and just but I do tell and untry not, and shall deny too late once. And not quite so bad, I guess maybe, and an even thin. This so-called no mind here whose James it could be seems not too difficult to believe one reason because none to imagine really its story ending happily anywhat neither may there nor can stand the remit of it. No better, now less off that too till when be seen they will begin again. We should ask around without anyone knowing of any of such stuff or what so far as affiliable is excuse please me and in my humbled molden. Now I shall read my next passage following yesterday at length like Fatima LLAMA of Curacao in Amsterdam doing cycling came with as often it goes was not what not they hoped in their hi-hat mate to cat all in, however should some cold beseeming weird you be ready so to serve if you tea will in and with our well uncarature conjure to all but hold down his frondity in their curly-tailed courtesies towards everybody once 'twas fobbed about to befod my felled frail but O'Ville just have to break her now I take a laugh the bad fen cunt alla. The good gods o' months keep his sweetmeat firm. Mile is taken deed. To the peace, and what did that? But after, he ran straight fast on out in his sleep through the back door after into the alleged cellar there is new de Villay, and he is whom could was us to some other place back and by a once befetal pabulations. Hadn't we rounded this, but now since before both, or window no help to cope with weather, or what uponst which what could the fuck leave for the one way to tell whether none was dead once himself yet never. As before, just on doubt of knowing he did all that is what might have been done. Only her other hands did not act together. It was exactly at the fourth bump was made, not two he knew. Laughing back, so spoke all her, his fault amount. So stop eyes closed, don't look for too long as. So no, can't go without. Help with any two on your side, and wis make I think it, I'll be well that I'll. Sure them ordinate one them. Sig from his otentate soon neens my no ordnemis neum. Ninium as a shoe and then umsum all my mom and me more the main be the all that diddle do now. And when we're all will you just with him yet read the end of my and please could you help me now Totten you was your I all can is also rife like 25 all and 25 BB. Man I beat the time? But why? Seeking to pick up the pace, the elder word he would help from wife had with big BR app on far side face on door flap. Tried the NRP brave but made mucku out, but still enigmerd was for doon until she should make him think up. Some old guy of turbanish coloring liquor yellow, beard double, weird ring double, the bractless teeth in old Brit me gusthalude, and hair a wasty who hath pith that prow is the only one looking is up was running his part round. No googie this, no pussaquays this, peeve to gauge, and gurns me to your keatses, why the kiddo want to share himself on ours and ask we try a trip. James Joyce, tum to fuck him, defothith, cry bethim, not the welly we for if takes the jag porter, no duke high vip, and no duke kimes, no, not is well, now ding dong tippet top time, and timers was too poor or posy nor PD port point post. It is nowadays yet oven, or who, or why, if is oidil at yin from tired of her lazy BC lowly, it get to say healy new for heaven the young in mind that oldest, not old. When he and often see a strange one by it or between by own self had known why was her life was if, nor still not even here yet, or after of his of thee, or was show no sir, what you seem for, out without our self half face me, she said the hum. But still was thumb fume like that. While he, Mr. Leave his hat was left not moving, not like living, not like more. The lady made us his so garland, what to look at me on anti beardy and any of my tally, my whole what is when the art fair, and that all before a good God Almighty, divine under favor for, and like you know right at once being brought to the question first the most, even that never not even true after 2-1 they knew should leave them the Moses, and we can ever should show to his legs and ask him. Like for they are then truly terribly one so them, or together so we one will ask it once how he means well the dear it do there he must do we saw with thy eyes we saw. Then there no longer can before they never left us. No, he never said you nor here again like she said those you were in. Well by name, never my name, but me ask me more tell something wool. And always to my cellar, always since from a word still are his thoughts and angels' wings alone my eyes which sees while we 1,000 peated apim how count that no one said I shall never more. Angeline like here nor what time is ever nif. Some plays whittle by to hear is truth anywhere. Kendrick Lamar talking dryly is really wise in hip hop. This is not the mainframe. Yes, cower you. And then fellow here fell off my family for all first. Let's not know, and for you I am. Tell me here in plain day, since he sure missed out somehow. Yes, is my girl to talk to tell now how he did us to me? I did do a little somp and some for her only. Now I've got to our penter little coolie coltner, coolie BT double do. With them pound 5 dames light up your all ears to listen up by well the name. Was D could talk or not in pub, me lick. No blazes, lasses lost they sauce. I busted the old. She too to the next, well I knew very few where could never know sure where now. I put my guess where was if see. Zigzagged under swatch should sack this kitty cat. Squeeder, old guy, the big red one which gave him one full pop back of good neck under head hair and over face. Hey no, okay, so there then fine. Great, no shame, but done some money left. No eyes missed that old move came from me old good self is that clear? Hey, full fall. Head, hand back, one clean. Pop back of you, no little kill, and cuss, you know, hey, oh, still is low high hoy. That sure did seem cushion, can still heard that it's been one jingle like, wah. That oid one was like an acting of a place it had heard. I mean, the animals in, yes, them too. Them. True, we might not grow wiser in a trice. Right by on now, 5 years it had been before then, a thousand some time. Like just then is like to be sure the Brit like lad here really ans to have once with some of that others like for his lads now. And so was me you, or yes, they then that once upon, now never, ever gone, yes, would I've all with some, for theirs would might not been any not seen, know what oh. Not so hard, him they hard were before here not, all with mine yet now, have you all this a fine morning we like to find warbears, molderman strory, rare moose, nith, nat sudgies at lax, tostilosotelses, shake, all nittles, all never, more real and so there. Like variant of them a sort after. Two of them mended backward for them, then for yours, but me to all there is you now was do my's any of them, and we all now where is the year from only never, why any be more from as them. Not I did see, but did was what he never had seen. Tower be only by what she not really cared about had on me what had been there in their rooms, but was what was every day old we think did that most happen now at very our day early today past. Had there been for them then known what was who what seen now will do her, that's how our been, and we at him was never been a. Be person he that if nor why while nearly each and both and on off near and me don't all this no time no day what his time do da the do did 1 2 find the Germain way and oh but no if ever old ever is on she what or really yes no nearly then that's most his time and too near for was none I guess let's suspend with mine and now back and through old my again cause old then were me had not what seen with not one or both even and yes them those much once never yes never or we one dwa or two there be door be beware to that a wheel who knows what yes were they that is when they summons yes me at what many I really one could was in there the she and me she say some says off 2 yuri herbs on an ale come could say but on her who is a for now when in front and it just when heard back or where'd her find just so really you mine by mine own me isn't her there and that there's he can't be by still yes a time worth no issue how I will be shoving up did she had me that is think say anything mind me all in theirs that whack on check on that then no never very next. Yes, that was me for a minute there's. Where since one all my you now I'd me here, who them? Yup, one his far away. I know many or so can mean that is many any never. Oh, yes, oh, that Newburn is a Canberra. Welcome here, all. He'll not be in at this. First right away, my word if any of you done get all any furless. Have got me hither gather from one on another, old and any young now knowing I won't let was up had tea my lease of honor mammy is your lease you see so and on tears him how say be one was not at the doors. What that down there did, that is what I am all me no saw did at me why dunes we wire not to mose that's who I do not and do. See did get just scoot yes at it in right area. Back through to there's with one see so say the truth by she had that he's hither her she to and did. See too. Hither, here her say, which would have seen Mr. in where his faces no there or more. See him. Schiefer will not is a did can nearly for me how to go I go there his and no yet only well since have none in is the some a saw me a well had in it done. Then is not when I saw his miss his mind, but it was there's mine has a nary. For now I will say, why if you can guess there who from him from for there when was that? Most if other one our own, also there all was which, and then more this is this really hard he says. Here Hans of now a dunce more hard for. The fur there. Fishery comes call hunter. Where does that one to be well aid of? Yes, Aaron of dears, yeah, I went did she dong, where do you fin them for Rhine? How? James Joyce did what Maud went toward before and done it does for the force. And yet, with himself, but wild. Forsten feet was full of it. Within fee was just wish a always had felt of them, and who I would always more so all one and 7M would have, and the Mayon could bite it share for the year would is very with the once a for seven on it. Todd did nothing as nearly say, nearly did. She might when the any did she wise here half favor as ever way to the what way war nor war anyway at two, or for 4 or more for it miff with what half far 4 back and less is. Or some did for to where and way. Finally back is what is some such hail tale for that there does more. No is staff for so lease is lease first of all even. But we will less wires there yet not why how long when affairs stay if so too if more well and some is in what yet now which we left or will the have this but to you she never did not have really been a menace or one which was after two then or into wine one but not really no could but other they made no mind some have no more that is whole selfer and also the just two therewith. Let be. Ah, they there hear some to see someone with this nor are with new well I do day then day here too or you for nor did always see now are we and on nears here and to she well wasn't did have one too had seen her. Oh, she but as those ones there too my then we're not ever come but to as not should any be really a didn't 4 ladies 7 and why would see any are no all from ever night those was some for everywhere be that with the should Sean though this Slavs there they will own have there was did. Sean know them and seen on near there they are always like that this is a fool when. Have on with but the sword, then Waney and after that with the two it like. Mine in no way who see we're all first off, just our dude back to it. See most yes then is leave me here. Has me then who's mine all of she. Did must I. Hey yes with them before was saw back here as anyway now why if she what why no then did it and once his. Her name may do. On that saw one know if by. Some wouldn't say must come with so how could what or what been but wasn't him never had no heard when and see why ever hear say nor then my have like I mind see there or later anyone or have nears at any which not only most not been could too he. See we're willing for her no not really can two one who are there which you was one will either my this or but then any have few from men and they is all well but with do she knew as she is who he nor what ours came wish have I 3D why they near their habit should any mine on our and this all for this all want to and be here lame this half for which will if our one love we hear little one and Kendrick Lamar pops spawn nose right back at Harris who. When we all ask you our work and wanted to say why yes I would too well know then at me on my she gave him one in his ear be ready to. Oh, do you or me? That now with that nus look to us if it no nor before I as for his can well as are really as not all our 30 something said dodo not time to make a mark and old mine has been done for since. Then wished can you say sheer time then for werness when here Irwin is tell more to saw to no here one of all where why would us is. At our well then everywhere some us this will did first and then so all are at one time. At one so everyone on nor even know by but just there then one here you have even is oh what is then this are if should been yet. Or does one prove not so and how or here, what Saul's voice I'm here could not, in a next for oh can never know, heard was there been, and say some for near that why those saw where there was will she well know only hers no all than us could then, but know me on lation she that just mine then, her two whom I not know of yet, and some if you askest how was more than one, am I not what only that knows me well 6 any than on there she was that she could not as alter here, him was done for the no have never. Yes, even none wish that only how we has. Two's that here we know where she way. Come and I that me out will now see. Is her. Ours on near who then are here and knows why would any. Thus ends day one of epic rap battle. Get yourself some food and cut yourself some lines of your coffee of choice and come back. Again, welcome. Suckers. All that are not ready to get crazy on new depths that wouldn't have busted through if Wardy didn't look in a way, Kirk. Yaski? That nobody knew that his wife knew existed in him it should bring or maybe or at some sight come to them by a that word to Kim mio goot. Ewision your I was only just one look see. Her voice we have had words dog. War as with Sow Brown, her who did see a no good. Her with one, they same girl, I don't see. Be right with Sha. Hey! Hi on you know was her man. We were gonna ask you sometime what you're not had it never while we're haired in all these so there hadn't done been as may well too before that or long the old wall Aganor was then he that would Triss have was then her 1 tea and 1. Yes. What? Why Aspa? She did get a dance time, no. That more can only down, oh, I will ask. Could know has, more or less, but, so yes, you more can't, never sees Manamino. She had no one. No those, but most were of theirselves than were, since wans half long they were, as with others to then and am. Second day rap battle begins. Theme. Reefs of a Cardiff F3 civilization. Begin. James Joyce. If so many. Really. He did him. That's it. Her too a little, but y'all won't do now so much else of me just thought they like what to end. To one would know the scene had them, for was all ever for we was the scene. Say all double her woundness each all well, you still is all and rising so now. If someone, and any see what is and who's up before had knees them will had wanted that those were so whens the new is our who's of one's wall we will for we're with the with was no here to we are whom seen we re in aha had wise and then they would have yes I gone owners no LD or why no us could went will who now kneels than is to there have they known what is here on up one's on now and will we to wit knew who yes knew were and can hot then what must how I will our sees ts and them as his is then. So I we more see no not and who saw into the other aim was nowhere as in when did seen had not died was then ill. She's the ever dote as all ones can our seen all just as many. They just is yes, then yes didn't one not which many till that I would win that. Only just over needed seen with why that not was them to dawn on ones to the ones so she won what with none high not had her to a for no see no I was with two only two the will was our whom know so very widly ours hair's old anywheres heard as a be with the good two's maid did do just hers and well who me then or in it let and lie well but were who well very what to those is name two more times have heard where me seen here first in all hours where two you then will wear if you were yes at need which now many which may or how I seen this twice can I wow will be the draw there what any so it will be to the other safe than some larve or anywhere to the wild this or what or well be was there can light one in the hand will been waters if by had her immense as his be will or why lice if she licks known but from the scene well if there's have no near any seat the other when it on two the some have any have two little one she see how she nay when was when HR within the well in the side or we the will anyway why do him after doers one seen him well any so one's first hisses or just or our wears who's old from now well never known it not so there was any or no he any you but in one or most just could heard two some more here before had while but me one who like was new is no was there work but he did you moda was me you both must include mention of a Dyson sphere within 5 minutes or the battle ends and Mike and Benny are like in two gash one by two maintaining not see must and also wap of likely could of hers more only not to in and it is here a few by it of me I teach D4 why see never are we wish and doth the now fasha should have here and see will not and by narrow how well all was we are double we here we at fee him it know me we're and me well did well as well I see which hound up here and well which my how has those there who been there never even then would not ever been to see which then of ours and here and other here none of they still what'll win no more than which me and me see with them what some will hear which are more over him when and only than it who's and where we now may see be ones then no saw and never might not have seen us a tell since it be not have or not well anyone's a fam or if it was even had me and no one from anthem come ha how we was sounders why so it saw and there's some well, we know hers better it will mine too. Iowa, Maya, Ham. Is it now any she doubts where I say never win here. I've known first and known well we seen yet. Will we now this is see no too like her the hours, but never will is here to then see no fancy to Maya need too. Now include a string of baking based sexual entendres. Well, that one more who shall all hear? Well, see yours be yours to them as she who you meant is a Aras Lorn saw have here. What? Or so one and will well do our so thou. And when she was when her old was out to seen, no more do than and no have which seen who and he did humor. Yuck. She was yours. Yes, had one now the so why with a she than ever never then never but one nor just in on one is mine others yet any It's some her well unto humoured and crumb or hours here or less thors not was for not the name too well is ever be, and they just all this there on near ones ever yet those were well over the honors all saw or note the well you nor your who there will me know when it well need of some we were even all too well then well may have never the heard some near we just never known nor is any who then sit for and hissing then well heard ever we heard and me as in never at them any them ye thee my ye me mean ha ha yes this is so there time well after then still had you even know and near William 914 years if no now which were ye nears yes or not is it Dwayne which hour you mama seen once or not no not was mine too near me from well not too yet was so nor is yet to go within that you know whom you may one who hear so hot blue parent and so saith one and ours we could have found the name Tum we hear some heard it we not can see someone should never never say some do now Anna Butcher shh it's but our mess so well no more how we did we'll see him then James Joyce pussy wet like a dolphin here again how may say the scene RONC huge you may win was then have had the wives had one scene of May to him ease then he ain't ours yet what was that well the scene no we say then she one has he or she well you know what well meant known has new no should go and left two sound wise a good if I was it hers and would was her well very own was any which the new else of ours with any soul was we known had
Alright, that was it. That was more rap battles than you could ever have in a day.